Hey Hound Dogs, I'm David Hankins.
And I'm Paul Hankins.
And welcome to
Resident Evil Village.
Alright.
The new demo came out, so we thought we'd do something special and play it for you.
Nothing better to do. It's a rainy Saturday afternoon here in Los Angeles. So let's play a demo.
Escape the dungeon. Okay, so I'll examine the scrap of paper. To whomever is trying to escape this place, I hope this note will be of some assistance. You don't know me, but you'll have to trust me if you want to survive. First, you need to get out of this cell, look around for the way, get on your hands and knees if you must. Then, search for the thing you'll need to escape. It will be hidden where they'll least suspect, soaked in blood. Once you get out of the dungeon, you should find yourself in a room. The door there won't lead to salvation. The light will lead you down the right path. You might hit a dead end, but do not give up. There should be a way to proceed hidden somewhere. Once you find the ladder, the only way is up. But watch out. Don't let them see you. I plan to make my escape tonight, and pray that you two make it out alive. I'll just say now if there's any glitchiness over here, it's because I'm playing with remote play, because I have the TV on right behind us, in front of us. And the door doesn't work. When I first played this, that was like a big aha moment for me. Medicines for keeping livestock alive. Looks pretty gruesome down here. Help me, brother. That is a hanging body. Can't open this. You heard that, right?
Uh-huh. What was that?
Sounded like something moved. Body there. That was a pair of bolt cutters.
Alright. Those should come in handy.
Yes.
Ooh, what was that?
The body fell. That actually got me this time. Okay, bolt cutters. Blood. Fuck. Open. That is still terrifying. I don't know how they did that. Like, managed to make it terrifying no matter how many times you play this. We don't have a light. We have to go down this corridor here. Okay. They said that door won't help us. If you remember.
The door will not lead you to salvation.
Yeah, that light will. Okay. This light will help us. reveal a staircase. Now, we got a ladder.
Right.
Check us out. This on a laptop kind of doesn't do it justice. That looks like a dead crow. And now we are in some place decidedly less spoopy. Well, for now anyway.
Yeah. It's so odd.
Yeah. We're in a castle. Oh wait. Forgive me, I'm trying to remember. Did you see someone walk past the door?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, we are now in a castle, looks like. Or some really fancy mansion. Graphical detail is really impressive. We have to get out through this door.
Oh, sure.
One eye, just an empty side. That's blood. Yeah.
I'm sort of seeing this from an angle with a bright light in my face. Some of the details are
Okay. We have to get out through that door. That is our goal. So, I can move this one better. Is that better?
You're playing, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So we open this. And a ring.
alright.
And look at the ring. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Fast enough. We should see. Someone walking up the stairs.
Oh.
Now, this eye in the door. That's a lot of wine. Let's read about it. The winemaking techniques of Castle, I'm going to butcher this probably, Dimitrescu,
Sure.
can be traced back as far as the 15th century, long before the current occupants of the castle. Alcina Dimitrescu uses this legendary yet peculiar technique to enrich the wine's flavor intensity and bestow it with a thick bouquet. Her best vintage is Sanguis Virginis, meaning maiden's blood. It is kept in a special ornate bottle decorated with intricate silver flowers.
Okay.
Now, think about the blood motif.
Yeah.
This wine is pretty sus. What do you think?
Yes.
Why is there an anatomical drawing of a skull? Right there.
The secret ingredient is blood.
Okay, we now have the key to escape. I'm just going to tell you to prepare thyself.
Okay. So there's a high-pitched scream.
I'm watching you. I won't last until dinner.
key.
So we finally meet.
And that is the demo.
Wow. So you don't get out, at least on the demo.
No.
Wow. So what you so you've played this before? What do you think?
Well, I still like the demo.
Uh-huh.
And if we look at it on the TV, it's the visuals are very impressive. People were kind of piecing together based on the name of that woman at the end was Lady Dimitrescu.
Uh-huh.
Twitter is going really nuts for her right now.
Okay.
But I digress. People were putting together clues that Village takes place in Romania.
Well, the last name would be kind of a clue. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that'll be an interesting setting. I didn't really show this, but the outside world is covered in snow. And it's constantly snowing, as you probably saw when
Right.
you opened the door.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see Resident Evil game with vampires and stuff.
So, for those of us may not familiar with Resident Evil,
Yeah.
so it's what is the game normally about? I mean, this is what 7 or something like that.
Yeah, this is the 8th game.
8th game. So
Actually, I believe if we go to the home screen, as you can see, the 8 is in the title.
yeah.
Highlighted there. It's normally about a pharmaceutical company called Umbrella that has unleashed this virus. And it's a different kind of biovirus. Biovirus every time.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Now, this is just my limited knowledge of it. But Resident Evil 7 took that and made it first. It's normally third person. Survival horror. Kind of went to action with 4 through 6. With Resident Evil 7, they brought it back to survival horror. First person, and it's set in Louisiana swampland.
Okay.
And you play as a man named Ethan Winters, who is basically a normal person that's caught up in this whole thing. And he learns more about his wife Mia's connection to the stuff that's going on in the I want to say plantation.
Right. So, do you know why it's set this time? It's set in Romania.
No.
Okay. Are you still playing as the same character?
Yeah. In the full game, you still play as Ethan Winters.
Okay. And these are the same. This is the same game that had those movies made from it. Resident Evil.
Yeah, you're talking about the live action movies?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the live action movies take the core elements of the video games, but still kind of go off in their own direction.
Right.
I didn't watch any of them, but from my understanding, the first movie is the most like Resident Evil, and then it kind of goes off the rails.
Oh, well, they may have their own IP and
Yeah.
splinter off. Huh. All right. And you said, so when you say live action, that means there
are CG movies as well.
Okay.
They recently actually announced another one. I believe it involves Resident Evil 4 somehow. I'm not really sure. I just know that Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 is in it.
Now, do those hewn closer to the game story, or are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
those will be more in line with the continuity present in the games.
Okay.
From my understanding, I haven't seen any of those either.
So you're the big expert here.
Everything I know is basically from Resident Evil VII, which I really liked.
All right. Which you played?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice, actually.
All right. Did you write a review of it?
Yeah. Trophy Unlocked, I actually did a 3-part review series about it.
Okay.
Because one of it was about the 2 demos, beginning hour and kitchen. One was the game itself, and then one was all the DLC.
Okay. Did you want to play something else while we're here?
Yeah. I was going to ask, do you want to see the beginning hour demo?
Sure, why not? VHS.
So your controller light is
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah. Your hand. Close up. Ow! Keep still. Damn it.
Alright, so this is loading. I'm explaining in the VR kitchen demo, you actually experienced that firsthand.
Okay.
You are the guy in the chair. So maybe that was off.
There's a VR. You can play this with.
Yeah, you actually can play all of Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tried that because it's too much of a wuss.
Gonna make it too real.
Get out of the house. Okay, there are actually multiple ways we can go about this. Because they updated this demo like 2 or 3 times. There's a videotape. You want me to go through it the correct way? Or the intended way?
Sure.
I shall dash them against the stones. Remember that? We need a fuse. Also, we once again play as a character that is not Ethan.
Okay.
That looks like a dead crow again.
Fight against crows and stuff.
This is disgusting.
Ew.
It's bright outside. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember the steps. While we're at it, there's a
Ew. That'd be fun in VR.
yeah, I think I actually played the demo in VR. Both cutters for that.
You came from the last game?
I believe there's a minor jump scare here. No. Okay. Might be obvious. That doll fell. Can't leave just yet. So we need the key. Over here and get the bulk cutter. Put them to use. Derelict house footage. You notice in the corner that says Clancy Javis?
Uh-huh.
That's supposed to say Jarvis.
Oh.
It's a translation thing.
Who? Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy? I'm not feeling it.
Again?
Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
Any thoughts?
This is
Get
a
out of the way.
reality show where they really do houses.
Yeah.
It's loud.
Weird show.
After you.
So, why are we in hell this time? Do you ever prep? What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds? Ooh, is it haunted?
Was that long before?
Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
I said weekend up. Did you not hear?
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Clancy, get a shot of this. This will make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit! I know I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre?
Hey, Barzon.
Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went? Where is he? Unfucking believable! This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
Feel free to say anything on your mind.
That pretty just sort of disappeared.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
Hey, that's the room where the TV is.
I like how he went from hitting the camera to
Andre?
I'm the camera.
yeah.
Where the fuck is he?
So we are Clancy Jordan.
Andre, where are you, man? What the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
I'm shocked.
It was a bit too late for the language.
You first. Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
Whoops.
Who's that?
So that's the end of that.
Okay.
Remember that note I told you to remember?
Uh-huh.
I shall dash you against the stone.
Oh.
Someone's in here. Gotta get out of here. We learned from the tape. Stand up here. There's the door key. So we can get out of here.
I'm ready. Uh-oh.
That's Jack Baker. Gotta get out of here. Salvation.
Welcome to the family, son.
Okay. You never get out of these, do you?
Still.
This is the rest of the kitchen tape.
We gotta get the hell out of here. Come on.
Oh.
Bad ending.
Welcome to the family.
So yes, bad ending does imply a good ending.
Is there a good ending?
There are multiple endings. There is a true ending that is also hard to obtain. I have not even tried to obtain that.
Okay.
Actually, I did try once, but it was a bit difficult.
So does this demo really have anything to do with the actual gameplay, or is this just setting you up for
Okay.
what will happen?
Again, you play as a different character.
Mm-hmm.
The house that the demo takes place in is an actual playable area in the game. In fact, it is the first playable area in the full game.
Okay.
So it does. This shows you what the gameplay is going to be like, including like the inventory system and also the visuals.
Does it prepare you for those sudden shocks or whatever? Throughout the game as well.
Yeah. Although I want to say the final game doesn't rely on cheap jump scares, but it is still terrifying in places. Like there are points in the full game where you have to run away from Jack Baker, and even after playing the game a couple times, I was still like,
Wow. So I assume you recommend Resident Evil 7.
yeah,
So I'm just
I totally recommend it.
okay.
And if you can't play PT, then beginning hour is the closest thing you can get.
Yeah, it seemed very kind of similar to that. I don't play a lot of video games. Are there a lot of where the demos are inside a house and you have to get? PT was repetitive.
Yeah, PT was going for that psychological kind of horror,
Right.
with one avoidable jump scare. 7 and 8, I did notice that the Maiden demo had a similar beat with like getting trapped in a house, or part of a house actually.
Right.
and you have to try to escape. I think that's just a good way of isolating the game, and then also allowing people to play part of the game in a way without actually getting like the first level or whatever of the game. So then that way it's also harder for people to data mine. There are people that have been able to hack a demo and get the full game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because for whatever reason, a lot of demos have had the full game just kind of blocked off somewhere.
Oh.
Which is like, why would you put that in the code?
Yeah. Is that sort of lazy coding or?
Maybe. I think it's also so that way it's easier to put like this purchase link down there.
So if you purchase it, suddenly, hey, it's unlocked.
Yeah.
So
But in the case of this, it has similar elements, but it has similar elements that you can expect to see in the game, but it's a separate experience, so in that way it doesn't feel too repetitive when you finally play it.
Right. So when does Resident Evil? It's out there. 8 is already out there.
Well, the Maiden demo is.
Okay. I saw there was you could purchase it. Was that just
Well, it's pre-ordering.
pre-ordering? Okay.
Yeah, at the moment. Let's see. Resident Evil Village comes out May 7th.
Okay. So sometime in June or July we'll see a review on Trophy Unlocked.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll see how quickly I can get. But I am curious to see how Village will turn out based on the Maiden demo. And I'm also curious if they're going to update the Maiden demo like they did with this.
What's the purpose of updating it? Is that to make people play it again because it hasn't come out yet, or is it?
It holds you over, but it also they get to gradually reveal new bits of information related to the game, or set up. They set up a mystery in this with a dummy finger, so you could. People kept talking about it because it didn't seem like the dummy finger had any purpose. But in the most recent version of the demo, which I have here, you can combine that with something to create a dummy hand.
Okay.
And using the dummy hand, you go around the house, point to different things, and then after doing all that, you get a rusty coin that you can use as an extra antique coin in the final game.
Okay. So I guess you don't know anything more about 8 than what we saw in the demo.
Not really.
Okay.
I also haven't been paying super close attention, partly because I want to be more surprised.
Experience it as it comes at you, as opposed to, oh yeah, this is coming.
Yeah. The only thing I have seen is the initial trailer, maybe the most recent trailer, and the Maiden demo, and that's it.
Okay. So until next time, I'm David Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins, and this has been another game stream.